What is up, my Schwing brothers? Week 5's here. We're moving. Schwing Dynasty rolling along as usual. New phone, checking out some new settings on this. So we got a little cinematic setting here going on. We just upgraded last night here in the Schwing headquarters. Medford, Oregon. Got some sunshine back here. Gorgeous fall day. Another beautiful day. Actually, too hot. It's in the 90s right now. Still down here. But beautiful though. I mean, just too hot for October. Not necessarily too hot on its own. Yeah, we got the commish picks for the week for week 5. Week 4's in the books. Yeah, it's interesting right now. We've got some, Mark is a surprise number 1 in the Boob Guys division. We're going to go into his game pretty soon here. Bert is not a surprise number 1 in the Butt Guys, where he is the only remaining undefeated team in our league. And he has the highest point total, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, Phil has more points on this season than Bert by about 7 or 8, I believe. But it's kind of, it's exciting. I like having the divisions. I'm liking that. I don't know about you guys. Okay, the votes so far. 6 of you have responded. I have not responded. So that means 7. And with me, with my vote, I know the answers for 7 people. And if that's what I have to go with, then that's what I have to go with. I'll tell you guys right now. I don't know who hasn't voted, but right now it's very split. It's trending yes to go Superflex, but it is like dead split for when. The people who don't want Superflex unanimously voted for 2024. The people who do want Superflex, most voted for 2023, 1 voted for 2024. My vote is basically yes, Superflex. I'm kind of leaning towards 2024, and that would put that as the majority right now, is to wait 1 more year. If we did that, what I would want to do is I would want to set up a third taxi spot just for next season. A third taxi spot to allow you to put only a quarterback into it, a first or second year quarterback. And I would also want to add 1 round to the rookie draft. So that would be kind of what I would look at. If we were to wait till 2024, I'd want a third taxi spot, quarterback exclusive. And I would want a extra round of the rookie draft, because quarterbacks become more heavily drafted. So that's what I'm looking at for decision making on moving to Superflex, whether we will do that or not. All right, let's jump into the picks for the week, though. Week 5 looking to be exciting. This is the last week, I believe, before buys start. I think bye week start next week. So that's always interesting. Definitely changes things. Last week that all 32 teams are playing, and all of our players are available. Everyone on our roster. That's not hurt. Okay, let's jump into the commish picks for this, though. We're going to start in the Boob Guys division. We've got the number 1 in the Boob Guys division against the number 2 in the Boob Guys division. This was nearly the game of the week. I really thought about making this the game of the week. It's Mark versus Steve. So Mark is the number 1 in the Boob Guys division right now, and Steve is number 2. They're both sitting at 3-1. Only point differential or points for Mark are higher, and that's what makes him the number 1 in that division. Steve's favored right now. It's 170 to 161, favoring Steve over Mark. Steve already has 20 points banked from Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy last night. Those were not hitting their projection, so he actually is down. His projection's down from where it started at the week. So Mark has actually closed that gap just by Steve's players not performing, along with almost everyone on the field last night, other than kickers. In Thursday Night Football, and the defense, the Broncos defense for Sean. So Steve has those 20 points already sitting there. Mark has benched Russell Wilson. Thankfully for him, he benched Russell Wilson, who got 12 points last night, in favor of Geno Smith. I think it's going to be the difference in Mark getting the win here. He's back to supporting multiple Seahawks quarterbacks, wide receivers. He doesn't have any running backs for the Seahawks right now. that I know of. Not starting. Maybe there's one buried on in his depth charts, or not his depth chart, but his bench somewhere. But he right now he is not starting any Seahawks running backs. But I think benching Russ in favor of Geno Smith is going to get Mark the win. I am picking him to win this one and go to 4-1 and stay on top of the Boob Guys division. That would drop Steve down probably. Well, it depends on the results of the rest of this week. Obviously, got a telemarketer calling me here. So yeah, I think I got Mark winning that. That's where I'm going with it. Okay. On to the next one, Daryl versus Adam in the Boob Guys division. That's 2-2 Daryl versus 0-4 Adam. Very close projection here, 156 to 155, favoring Daryl by a point. The running backs in this game are really bad, except for Nick Chubb for Daryl, who's been amazing, who's, I believe, the number 1 running back on the year so far. At least he has the most yards, the most rushing yards. Saquon might be the number. No, Saquon's number. They're in the top 3. They're both in the top 3, which is a surprise. Chubb is doing very, very well. So that's good for Daryl there. But there's flies buzzing around here. I feel like they're landing on my head. Yeah, the running backs are weak in this game except for Chubb. Strong Chubb, Daryl. You got a strong Chubb there. It's not... oh man. Tyreek and Steph Diggs are going to get the win for Daryl. That's what I'm thinking happens here. Those guys have been great. I think they'll continue to be great. And I think he's going to get the win over Adam. The single point dominators, I like that. I don't expect Adam to hit his projection. And I think Daryl will win. And that will put Daryl at 3-2, and there could be a log jam of 3-2 in the Boob Guys division. That's going to depend on Sean and Bert and Steve and Mark, but there's going to be at least, I believe, based on my projections, 2 guys at 3-2, maybe 3 guys at 3-2. The Butt Guys, moving to the Butt Guys decision, where there's a lot worse records, not as good of. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's kind of top heavy with Bert up there. Boob Guys division, I'm playing Lucas. I'm 2-2. I'm number 3 in the Boob Guys division. Lucas is number 5 in the Butt Guys division. Sorry, Butt Guys. We're moved on to the Butt Guys now. Lucas is number 5 in the Butt Guys division. And sound like I said Butt Guys, but I said Butt Guys, the Butt Guys division. He's 0-4. But he's actually outscored me this season. We're just both super up and down. I had 190 last week and 120 the week before and 140 or 50 the week before that and 119 the week before. So he's doing the same thing. He's been 170, 120, 150, 120 or something like that. It's, he's just up and down just like me. I'm projected to win this 172 to 168, but I'm not liking how this is playing out, how it's looking so far. He's got Jalen Hurts playing against Arizona. I think he's going to torch Arizona. That's not like shocking. It's not some deep cut by me, but everyone is torching Arizona. I think Jalen Hurts is phenomenal. I think he's going to torch Arizona. And so Lucas is going to score a lot of points there against his own preferred team. And then I've got Christian McCaffrey's playing San Francisco. Tough. That's tough. And then Saquon playing Green Bay in London. That's not great. I don't think that's great. I just don't like how it's lining up, and I've got Lucas upsetting me and winning this week. Lame. Anyways, so that's where Lucas and I are at. Next up in the Butt Guys division is Phil, who's still not alone on top. Definitely still not alone on top. That's a big bug. It's a beetle. There's a beetle crawling on the floor here. Beetlejuice. Phil versus JD. 2-2 Phil. Yeah, still not alone on top of the division. JD 1-3, the number 4 team in the division. So Phil's number 2 in the division behind Bert. JD's number 4. Right now it's 166 for Phil to 162 for JD. He's got 17 in hand from Melvin Gordon last night, nearly hitting his projection, helping him stay right on target. at 162. It's going to be a close game. And like I said last week or 2 weeks ago, I like what JD is building. I like where it's going right now. And it's going to come down to one of his young players, Amon-Ra St. Brown. If he plays, I think JD will win because Phil is starting Jared Goff. And if Amon-Ra plays, I think he takes enough of the targets that he kind of, offsets, negates anything Jared Goff might do. And I think JD will win if Amon-Ra plays. I don't think he's going to play. Everything I've heard is that he still hasn't been full go in practice. And as someone who has him in another league, I almost want them to rest him and just get him really back. But if he plays, and they believe he's good enough to play, I think JD is going to win this game. Get a little upset here. They will both be 2-3, along with me, and another logjam. 2-3 in the Buck guys and 3-2 in the Boob guys could be the logjam right now. All right. Here we are. The fifth game I'm going to talk about, the interdivisional game of the week. Bert versus Sean. Bert's 4-0. Sean is number 3-1. Bert is the number 1 butts guy. Sean's number 3 boobs guy. 192 for Bert to 175 on the season. Bert has outscored Sean 697 to 643. Sean's not rolling out Jonathan Taylor for right now. Obviously, last night they played. But the Broncos D got him 17 points. Pittman put up 11, didn't hit his projection. But he's already got 28 in pocket. Okay start. I think the projection ends up being right on target, right around where it should have been because Broncos outscored their projection by 5. Pittman was down by 4 or something like that. So it kind of evens itself out. This is kind of an interesting quarterback matchup, though, because Sean has Tom Brady at Atlanta with a lot of his weapons finally coming back. Is this going to be the Tampa Bay offense coming out party for the year? Maybe. It could be. It certainly could be what people kind of have been waiting for from the Buccaneers. Now that all these weapons are coming back, Tom Brady's still there. Maybe getting that divorce lawyer hired. Maybe that guy can take some stuff off Tom's plate. Do some communicating for him. I want to know. Tom Brady gets divorced. I mean, obviously Giselle is like Giselle. I mean, super hot. There's nothing that makes me think that his next wife or girlfriend wouldn't be either just as hot or hotter. I don't see this not working out well for either of them. Obviously for the dudes, we have that benefit getting older. It's, it's not the same turn off to the ladies, I guess, that an older woman is to guys. I mean, I think older women are great, but I don't know what I'm saying here. I feel like Tom, they were together for like quite a while, and this is not what I'm here to talk about. But I think once things are kind of finalized, once like a decision's been made, like, yes, we are divorcing, I think Tom's going to focus on football, and he's going to be fucking pissed off, and his weapons will come back. This could be a big start to a turnaround for Tom Brady for the rest of the season. I guess that's where I'm going. I think Tom's going to be like, well, I'm single now, and I'm Tom Brady. I'm 45. I'm not 75. I'm rich still. I'm Tom Brady once again. Who's Giselle but 25? Because that's my next girlfriend. And I think that's what's going to happen. Maybe a net win for him. I mean, if he's not happy with her, I mean, unless she's not happy with him and he's heartbroken. Maybe that's it. Maybe she was in the power seat for this couple. I don't know. I don't know why I'm still talking. Never mind. This is stupid. So Sean's got Tom Brady against Atlanta. His weapons coming back. This is what happens when I've been off work for a week. My brain just stops functioning normally. I guess would be the word I'm looking for. Burt has Josh Allen against Pittsburgh. That's a banged-up defense. Those are both great matchups, and I think they're both going to have really good games. So that might not be the advantage for Burt that it probably would have been a week or two ago, his quarterback against Sean's quarterback. Here's what's going to come down to. Sean will win this game if Ja'Marr Chase outscores Cooper Kupp by, I'll throw out an 8 to 9 points. I think the projection right now is Burt by 17. If Cooper Kupp can outscore is outscored by Ja'Marr Chase by 8 points or more, Sean wins. I think that's what it's going to take. I think that's what Sean's going to need. Otherwise, roll butt, guys. Of course, I'm picking Burt to win because, listen, I love boobs. Obviously, they're great. They're super awesome. I love butts too. But if we're talking about number one set of boobs versus number one butt, it's a tough conversation. But I'm probably going boobs. Sorry. But if you're talking about the number one butt against the number 3 boobs, roll butts. Okay, go for it. I'm in. Number 1 versus number 3 there. So that's what I've got for you guys this week. Burt representing the Buckeyes in the interdivisional game between him and Sean. And yeah, good luck to everyone except Lucas. Lucas, I hope you choke on some Swedish fish. And love you guys. Bye.